Camp Romney is on damage control out west today after opening up and saying this.
Not concerned about the very poor. We have a safety net there. If it needs a repair, I'll fix it. I'm not concerned about the very rich. They're doing just fine.
Well, what he was trying to say was he was really focused on improving the lives of the middle class during his campaign. But of course, rival Newt Gingrich is blasting him, saying the founding fathers intended to create opportunities for the poorest in the country.
And I have to jump in here because he said if, and I think people are passing through that. He should not have said don't care. Right. That's where the problem is. But it's saying that he doesn't about the poor is way off basis because he says they have a safety net, and if they didn't, then there would be a problem.
Then I would step in.
You know, this is no question of political gaffe because he said it so poorly.
Indeed,
but he said what
care.
all politicians say, Democrat and Republican, which is we're focused on the middle class.
Yeah, but then he also said, but, you know, the poor have a safety net. And I was surprised by he would say, well, the poor just, you know what, if you need help, deal with the safety net.
That's where it comes in.
I was kind of like, wait, why would he encourage people to depend on a safety net? Why would he encourage that?
The federal investigation is pulling the lid off indoor tanning. Investigators posed as teen girls and contacted 300 tanning salons. 90% said indoor tanning didn't pose health risks, and more than half denied tanning booths increased the risk of cancer. But according to the International Agency for Research on Cancer, risk of melanoma increases by 75% if you use tanning beds before 30 years of age. And 76% of melanoma cases in people 18 to 29 were connected to indoor tanning.
I was one of those posing as a teenage girl.
And very effective.
Very effective. Look at this deep tan I have.
But anytime you're near the bone, you know it's going to hurt.
The only one that I search for are Hannah Montana tattoos.
Hannah Montana
Hannah Montana. I want to be able to take that off.
Didn't realize. Well, now if you do want to take one off, we've got the glitter tattoos.
There we go.
That's kind of something that's easy. Yes, you can just put the whole glitter thing on, and one of our viewers wrote in and said that this little number lasts up to 4 days, even in the shower. So there you go. You peel back and you can just design your own tattoo. So you don't have to commit to something.
That's good for kids, especially you know who like the.
Oh, well, I have a comment here from our Facebook page, but it actually involves some folks. We're going to go in the control room actually right now. And Mike D, our director. Now you used to have a little eyebrow ring, right?
Yeah, I had a piercing.
And what happened?
It got ripped out in a mosh pit.
By who? Linda Dryberg says, what happened to Mike D's eyebrow piercing? His mama ripped it out. Is that true?
No, my mom was not in the mosh pit.
That's what I was saying.
My mom wasn't in the mosh pit.
Did she rip it out? Is that true?
She didn't rip it out.
Oh, I guess Mama's lying. You're in trouble, aren't you?
Mama lying.
Mama's lying. Nice. Lying totally. We got more Daily Buzz coming up right around the corner. And I'm going to re-pierce Mike's eye on the show. Educated. Why did you become a lawyer?
Well, it was better than teaching. I thought about teaching, but I decided to become a lawyer instead. Oh, God.
What was your very first big case?
My first big case was probably a child rape case back in 1983.
Thanks for bringing it down.
You asked.
What made you famous?
I don't know that I am famous, but I think what's made me noticed is obviously the Casey Anthony case.
Delicious. You started in a very heated scene with your co-star Jose Baez. Let's take a look.
Get up here and lie all he wants and dance around the truth, but the truth is the truth. And depending on who's asking the questions, whether it's this laughing guy right here or whether it's myself.
Objection. Approach the bench.
Why were you laughing?
Well, it was actually a combination of an argument that Mr. Baez was making, which I found particularly amusing, but also his voice like shot up 2 octaves. And I just, it was like Mickey Mouse arguing to a jury, and it just got to me.
Let's start. Tell us what it was like to be a part of that scene, but what is your favorite word?
What is my favorite word? Dad.
Oh, nice. Are you one?
I am. 6 times over.
What turned you on?
Not this show. damn sure.
Which leads me to what turns you off?
Jose Baez.
Well, oh! One final question. Is this infected?
I hope not.
Mr. Jeff Aston, ladies and gentlemen. I'm inside the legal.
The thing you can do is play games during the commercials. Everybody knows how to play.
A game within a game.
Yes, yes. Strip poker, right?
Okay.
Well, how about strip commercials? See, Quentin here was watching with some of his lady friends. This was last Super Bowl weekend, and he had bets with them. Like if a Coke or a Pepsi commercial comes up before a beer commercial, somebody has to strip. Well, with all the ladies, Quentin's thinking his chances are good that he's going to get one of these girls naked. But as you can see,
it didn't happen.
Yeah, generally things don't go well for Quentin, particularly in this regard. But he was a sport. He was a sport. And finally, this one is kind of easy. You get into the game with certain sexual paybacks for plays that the teams make on the field. For instance, an interception or a fumble might mean an erotic massage from your partner. A touchdown could mean 7 straight days of sex. We actually found a clip of what happens when you get a field goal. This is old school.
Scarpetti will hold. Here's the snap. The ball is down. Dempsey kicks. It's on the way. It is good. It's good. It's good. The Saints have won.
So there you go. I mean, you can make the Super Bowl fun and sexy at the same time. More tips at headdrama.com. Score!